Victoria Bushinskaya sings in Estonian as best she can. The second grader belongs to Estonia's Russian-speaking minority. At Matra Comprehensive School in Tallinn, Victoria and her classmates learn all subjects in Estonian, maths too.
Read, please.
6 plus b equals 10.
Kuidas arvutan b?
Think about what number you need to add to 6 to get 10 as the answer.
Thank you, good.
Writing isn't difficult for me either.
That's not a given because Victoria only started learning Estonian at school. About 300,000 people in Estonia speak Russian as their mother tongue, a quarter of the population, a legacy of the Soviet Union, from which the Baltic state declared its independence in 1991. Russian is most widely spoken in the capital Tallinn and in Narva in the east on the border with Russia. Here, there's only a narrow river separating NATO and EU member Estonia from its giant neighbor. Until last year, Russian-speaking children in Estonia had their own schools and were taught in Russian. This is now a thing of the past. It's a reform that began more than 30 years ago, but was never consistently implemented. The government lacked the political will and was afraid of alienating Russian-speaking voters.
One reason was that Russia intervened very actively on the issue. Every year it was declared a geopolitical issue. That could have destabilized Estonia considerably, which is why the reform was approached very cautiously.
After the Russian attack on Ukraine, the Estonian government decided to ban Russian from schools and daycare centers in protest against the war. What seemed politically logical, however, proved difficult to implement. Most Russian-speaking children live largely isolated in prefabricated housing estates, such as Lasnamäe in the northeast of Tallinn. Almost everyone here can only speak Russian. Victoria is lucky that her mother understands Estonian. Yulia Bushinskaya is a sales assistant in an Estonian store. She can help Victoria with her homework, but that's the exception.
3 children from our circle of friends are Victoria's age. One girl is 2 years older and in 4th grade. She has it hard. It's difficult for a lot of children because their parents can't help them with the language. Sometimes they ask me to translate their homework. We try to help each other as much as we can.
There's no way around it because the education level is high. According to PISA studies, Estonian pupils are among the smartest in Europe. Globally, they rank 4th in math, just behind Singapore, Japan, and South Korea. They also score highly in reading and science, but not all of them. Pupils' performance varies. The school and language reform wants to redress the situation.
The level of education varies greatly in Estonia, between the rural schools on the one hand, and the urban schools, and then the Russian-speaking schools. According to the latest PISA results, young people whose native language is Russian are well behind their Estonian-speaking peers. Our goal is to overcome this.
8-year-old Victoria comes from the Russian-speaking Tallinn district of Lasnamäe, but she would like to study at an Estonian university one day. The school reform will help her to achieve this, she says.
I'm spending most of my time learning Estonian.
Victoria enjoys it, and she knows she still has a lot to learn.